Hello guys! Sa araw na ito ay nais ko po sa inyo i-share ang mga difficult words. Kung manis po kayo pong mapalabas po sa tanong ito, ay pwede po kayo mag-comment down below. At kung manis man po ng shoutout, ay pwede rin po mag-comment down below. So, hope you enjoy guys!
A few moments later.
Difficult words of letter B. Baal, local god of Asian Semitic tribes, idol. Baalism, idolatry. Babirosa, casual hug of East Indies. Babu, title of Hindu gentleman, Mr. English-speaking Hindu, especially used contemptuously. Babuina, female baboon. Babul, gum Arabic tree of East Indies and Arabia. Babushka, woman's headscarf. Vacacious, like a berry, bearing berries. Baccalaureate, degree of bachelor. Choleraean, pertaining to a bachelor. Vacate, falpy, like a berry, bearing berries. Vachanal, pertaining to Bacchus, god of wine and rites in his worship, drunkard, rebeller, votary of Bacchus. Vachanalia, festival of Bacchus, drunken behavior. Vachanalianism, habitual drunken behavior. Vachant, phrase or votary of Bacchus. Vachante, phrases or female votary of Bacchus. Vachik, pertaining to Bacchus and Vachanalia, drunken, jovial drinking song. Vachus, trickle foot of one long followed by two short syllables. Vociferous, bearing berries. Vasiform, berry shape. Vociferous, feeding on berries. Bacillus, rod-shaped bacterium, especially causing disease. Basilemia, presence of bacilli in blood. Bacillary, rod-shaped, caused by bacillus. Bacillicide, substance killing bacilli. Bacilliform, rod-shaped. Bacilliosis, infection with bacillus. Bacilluria, presence of bacilli in urine. Acquardation, commerce, postponement by seller of delivery of stock, premium paid to buyer for such postponement. Bacteria, universally present microscopic unicellular organisms. Bacteriaemia, presence of bacteria in blood. Bactericides, substance destroying bacteria. Bacteriogenic, caused by bacteria. Bacteriology, study of bacteria. Bacteriolysine, antibody causing destruction of bacteria. Bacteriolysis, decomposition caused by bacteria, destruction of bacteria. Bacteriophage, virus causing destruction of bacteria. Bacterioscopy, examination of bacteria with microscope. Bacteriosis, bacterial plant disease. Bacteriostasis, prevention of growth of bacteria. Bacteriostat, agent causing this. Bacteriotherapy, medical treatment with bacteria. Bacteriotoxin, poison destroying or preventing growth of bacteria. Poison produced by bacteria. Bacteriotropic, affecting bacteria. Bacteritic, caused or marked by bacteria. Bacteroid, like bacteria, irregularly shaped form of bacterium especially found in plant root nodules. Vacuolus, thick rod, symbol of power. Vacuoliferous, bearing canes, reeds, etc. Vacuoliform, rod shape. Vacuolin, pertaining to rod or punishment therewith. Vadigion, mixture of plaster and ground stone or glue and sawdust for repairing masonry and woodwork respectively. Repair with vadigion. Vadinage, banter. Buffy, wooden deep face golf club used to give lob to ball. Vagasse, dry residue, special of sugar cane and beet after extraction of juice and plants after removal of fiber. Bagel, hard ring-shaped bread roll. Vagala, Arabian two-masted vessel, dhow. Vaghira, rough crease resistant, velvet-like textile. Bagnyo, bathhouse, prison, brothel. Baguette, long narrow loaf of French bread, small astragal molding, narrow rectangular cut gem cut into such shape. Bahadur, Indian title of respect, slang, self-important official. Bahay, member of religion founded by Bahá'u'lláh in the mid-19th century. Bailey, person receiving goods in trust. Bailey, outer wall of castle, space between outer and inner walls. Bailey, Scottish civic officer, equivalent of alderman. Bailery, jurisdiction of Bailey. Bailiff, sheriff's officer, agent or steward of state. Bailiffry, office of bailiff. Vam bailiff, slang, sheriff's officer. Bailiwick, jurisdiction of sheriff or bailey. Bailment, delivery of goods in trust. Bailor, person delivering such goods. Bain-marie, vessel holding hot water in which other vessels are placed. Double boiler. Bajra, Indian millet. Baklava, Middle Eastern pastry filled with nuts and honey. Bakshish, tip, alms. Balachan, fishy condiment used with rice. Balalaika, triangular guitar-like musical instrument of Russia. Valandra, single-masted Spanish cargo ship. Valenotics, Valenology. Valeniferous, bearing acorns. Valenism, use of suppositories or pessaries. Valanoid, acorn shape pertaining to acorn barnacles. Valata, elastic gum obtained from milk tree of Brazil. Valatron, clown. Valustin, pomegranate tree. Valbigran, knitted cotton fabric used in underwear. Valbutis, medicine stammering. Baldachin, silk and gold fabric, fabric canopy overthrown, altar etc., stone canopy over altar. Valdface, with white face or facial mark. Valdric, shoulder belt for sword etc. Valin, whalebone. Veilpire, vampire biakon funeral pyre. Baline, coarse wool or cotton stuff sacking. Ballistarius, crossbowman. Ballistraria, cross-shaped opening in fortress wall for discharge of arrows. Valise, fall-bearing beacon etc. on seashore. Valid, poem of one or more sets of 3, 7 or 8 line stanzas with envoy or 4 or 5 lines. Valid royal, stanzas of 7 or 8 decasyllabic lines, rhyme royal. Palindromic, of missiles etc. maintaining course towards a target. Valietomane, person fanatically devoted to ballet. Valista, ancient military catapult for throwing rocks, fire etc. Ballistic, pertaining to projectiles. Ballistician, student of ballistics. Ballistics, science of projectiles. Ballistite, kind of smokeless explosive power. Ballistocardiograph, medicine, instrument for measuring output of heart. Balloon d'essai, trial balloon, tentative experiment made to discover what the fate of an action would be. Ballonet, interior variable volume gas bag of airship or balloon. Ballotment, diagnosis of pregnancy by sharp pressure causing movement of fetus. Anal ballotment, diagnosis of floating kidney by same means. Balm, aromatic resin, soothing ointment, healing or consoling influence, aromatic herb, especially producing balm. Valmoral, name of Scottish cap, boot and petticoat. Valneal, pertaining to batting. Valneary, batting place medicinal spring. Valnation batting. Valneography, treatise on bats. Valneographer, author of such bats. Valneology, science of medical application of bats. Valiotherapy, treatment by natural waters. Valuchiterium, gigantic rhinoceros like mussel mammal of Central Asia. Valuster, short post supporting a rail. Balustrade, rail supported by balusters especially forming parapet to balcony, terrace etc. Bambino, Baby especially figure of infant cries. Banal, trivial trite. Banayusik, pertaining to or characteristics of a workshop, utilitarian, realistic. Banco superior, upper bench, low, queen's king's bench. Bandana, colored spotted handkerchief. Banderilla, dart stuck into bull at bullfight. Banderillero, bullfighter wielding. Banderol, small streamer, flag or banner. Bandicoot, large Indian rat, small kangaroo-like Australian animal. Bandubas, practical detailed organization settlement. Bandog, first dog on chain, mastiff. Bandolier, shoulder belt carrying cartridges. Bandolero, bandit. Bandoline, gummy scented fair, fixative. Bandoneon, large concertina. Bandore, Asian lute-like musical instrument. Bandoria, Spanish instrument of same type. Bandi, any Indian horse-drawn conveyance, form of hockey. Banket, gold-bearing conglomerate rock of South Africa. Banneret, especially knightted for valor in battle, order of knighthood. Bannock, flat round unleavened Scottish loaf. Mushroom bannock, one made of mixed meal. Banquet, firing step in trench, narrow seat, raised sidewalk. Banshee, female spirit special of Ireland whose wailing foretells death. Van stickle tree spined stickleback. Banteng, wild ox of Malaya. Bantling, brat illegitimate child. Van Schring, squirrel-like is in this mammal. Banyan, native Indian trader especially attached to European firm. Hindu trading caste who eat no meat. Indian flannel coat, sacred Indian tree with aerial roots covering a vast area. Banyan days, days when ship's crew receive no meat, any period of poor feeding. Bansai, exclamation, hurry, long live the emperor. Baobab, huge West African, Indian and Australian tree yielding rope fiber and edible fruit, monkey bread tree. Baptistery, part of church where baptism is performed, formerly a separate building. Paresthesia, ability to perceive pressure. Varagnosis, loss of ability to perceive weight. Varatea, worsted fabric with twill hopsack weave, silk or silk weave, and worsted fabric with lightly ribbed or pebbled weave. Barbastel, long-eared species of bat. Barbate, verdid, tufted barb having ounce. Barbel, fleshy appendage on head of certain fishes, carp-like fish having a barbel. Barbelate, bristly. Barbet, brightly plumage, toucan-like tropical bird of old world, kind of long-haired poodle. Barbet, gun platform behind parapet, armored protection of gun platform on ship. Barbican, tower on Orbian outer wall of city or castle. Barbicel, a small outgrowth on barbule. Barbigerus, having bird. Barbital, barbitone. Barbiton, Ancient Greek lyre musical instrument. Barbitone, a sleep-inducing drug. Veronal. Barbiturate, compound used in the preparation of several powerful sleep-inducing and sedative drugs. Such a drug. Barbiturate, denoting acid from which barbiturates are derived. Barbiturism, condition resulting from abuse of barbiturates. Barbotin, cowling paste used to ornament pottery. Barbule, hook outgrowth on harp of feather. Barbulate, barbulate. Barcarolle, Baudelaire song. Vardolatry, excessive worship of Shakespeare and his works. Barige, light fabric of silk or cotton and worsted mineral water from Barriges in the Pyrenees. Varges, goblin, often dog-like, appearing as portent of death. Vargus, sheldrake. Varic, pertaining to weight. Barometric, pertaining to barium. Varium, white metallic element. Variumil, A drink containing a compound of barium which is opaque to X-rays taken before or during X-ray examination of digestive tract. Varkan, crescent-shaped sand dune. Barclay break, Old English catching game. Barm, yeast front on surface of fermenting liquor. Parmicide, giver of illusory benefits. Bar mitzvah, Jewish boy attaining age 13 and religious responsibility. Ceremony marking this. Barn, unit of cross-sectional area of atoms or atomic nucleus. Barognosis, ability to perceive weight. Barogram, recording made by barograph. Barograph, instrument continuously recording atmospheric pressure. Barology, science of weight and gravitation. Barometer, instrument registering atmospheric pressure, especially for weather forecasting. Barometric, pertaining to atmospheric pressure or barometer. Baron and femme, law, husband and wife. Baroque, grotesque, extravagant, contorted style of architecture of late Renaissance 17th and 18th century. Similar irregular style of musical composition. Baroscope, weather glass. Barothermograph, instrument recording simultaneously pressure and temperature, especially atmospheric. Barothermohydrograph, instrument recording simultaneous atmospheric pressure, temperature, and humidity. Barouche, four-wheeled seater carriage with folding hood and separate driver's seat. Barouchette, light barouche. Rositon, music, large brass bass with instrument. Barque, three-masted vessel with square rig mizzenmast and small ship. Barkentine, three-masted vessel with square rig foremast and fore and aft rig main and mizzenmast. Barracoon, enclosure in which slaves or convicts were confined. Barracuda, Pacific fish used for food. Barracuda, pike-like tropical sea fish. Barramundi, Australian river fish. Varatri, unlawful action by captain or seaman injuring owner or freighter of ship, inciting to litigation or riot, simony. Varator, person habitually entering into quarrels and lawsuits. Varet, hair clip. Varico, keg. Varillo, Spanish-speaking area of a city in the USA. Var sinister mark of bastardy. Vartizan, small overhanging turret. Varton, farmyard, manor farm, fowl yard. Varicenter, center of gravity. Variacoya, medicine, hardness of herring. Varyon, end of the class of subatomic particles known as heavy, example, neutron and proton. Varipony, difficulty of speech. Varisphere, area of earth underlying lithosphere. Varita, barium oxide. Barytes, barium sulfate. Varythmia, nervous depression. Basal, pertaining to the base situated at or forming a base, fundamental. Basalt, greenish black igneous rock, often forming columns. Basaltoid, like basalt, column-like. Vas blue, blue stacking. Vascule, valence lever. Vasculi bridge, drawbridge raised by falling counterposes as Tower Bridge, London. Base, chemistry, compound combining with acid to form a salt. Vashaw, Pasha. Vashbazuk, Turkish mercenary soldier. Vasiyal, pertaining to kissing. Vasiate, kiss. Basic, chemistry, applied to salt with base atomically greater than acid, having alkaline reaction. Basicity, power of acid to combine with bases. Basipugal, botany growing away from base or at apex only. Basilar, pertaining to or at the base. Basilic, royal. Basilica, rectangular building with colonnades along its length, dividing it into naves and aisles. Early Christian Church. Roman Catholic Church having certain liturgical privileges. Basilicon, kind of ointment. Basilis, mythical fire-breathing reptile or one whose stare turned persons to stone. Cockatrice, a tree lizard of Central America, Asian brass cannon. Vasipital, botany growing from top to base. Bas relief, carving in low relief that is in which figures stand out less than half their proportion from background. Basset, short-legged hound used in badger and hare hunting, a gambling card game like Pharaoh. Geology, age of outcrop. Basset horn, tenor clarinet. Bassinet, hooded cradle or perambulator, especially of wicker. Basoreliebo, bas relief. Basta, exclamation, enough. Bastille, prison or fortress, especially that of Paris destroyed by the revolutionaries July 14, 1789. Bastinado, beating on swords of pit, administers such punishment too. Bastion, earthwork, projecting outwards from fortification. Batata, sweet potato. Bachu, Canadian flat-bottom river boat. Bachu bridge, pontoon bridge. Batetic, pertaining to or Lake Batos. Batik, pertaining to depths especially of sea. Vatmism, energy or force of growth. Vatulit, geology, a mass of intruded igneous rock below surface and of great depth. Batos, anticlimax with humorous effect, spurious pathos, triteness. Vatial, pertaining to zone of sea from 180 meters per 600 feet to abyssal zone. Vatibic, pertaining to or dwelling in deep zone of sea. Vaticolpian, having deep bosom. Vatilemnitic, living at the bottom of lake or marsh. Vatimeter, instrument for deep sea sounding. Vatimetric, pertaining to vertical distribution of organisms in sea. Vatimetry, process of measuring depths of sea. Vatiorographical, pertaining to or showing depths, below and heights above sea level. Vatipelagic, living in deep sea. Vatiscape, submarine like diving chamber. Vatiseism, earthquake taking place at great depth. Vatismal, pertaining to deepest part or bottom of sea. Vatisopical, pertaining to knowledge of deep sea life and conditions. Vatisphere, kind of diving bell for descending to great depths in sea. Vatithermograph, instrument visually recording the ocean temperature at various depths. Vatiste, fine linen, cambric, fine cotton or wool fabric especially as treated for use as antiseptic dressing. Vatology, scientific study of brambles. Vatophobia, fear of heights or being close to high buildings. Vatrachan, pertaining to frogs or toads, a frog or toad. Vatrachoid, like a frog or toad. Vatrachopagus, eating frogs or toads. Vatrachophobia, fear of frogs or toads. Battles, accounts of Oxford College especially for provisions. Batter, architecture, recede as it rises up a wall such inclination. Batter rule, plumb line of such walls falling within the base. Vatology, an unnecessary repetition. Batu, driving of game towards guns, shooting party of that kind, massacre of helpless persons. Batur, raised bed of sea or river. Baud, unit of electrical signaling speed equal to 1 pulse per second. Baudekin, baldachin. Bauxite, earthy mineral compound yielding aluminium. Vabardage, idle chatter. Vavian, potaster. Baboon. Baud, procures. Baudry, obscene talk. Baudi, obscene. Baya, Indian weaver bird. Bayadere, Hindu dancing girl applied to brightly colored striped fabrics. Bayberry, fruit of bay tree. American, fruit of wax myrtle, species of West Indies, pimento yielding bay oil or rum. Bayete, salutation to king, hail. Bayou, marshy brush of river, lake or bay, slow flowing stream. By south, Salt obtained from seawater. Basigar, nomadic Indian gypsy. Bazooka, tank rocket projector. BCG, Bacillus calmette-guerin, a vaccine giving protection against tuberculosis. Vidalium, myrrh-like gum resin, Indian and African tree yielding it. Vidaloid, pertaining to leech-like in appearance, leech. Vidalometer, cupping glass for surgical bleeding. Vidalotomy, surgical applications of leeches. Bidhouse, almshouse housing beadsmen. Viadel, officer of parish, church, court, etc. for keeping order, misbearer. Vidal dam, petty official dam. Withdrawal, Roman Catholic, list of persons to be prayed for, any list of catalog, rosary. Beadsman, monk, pensioner or almshouse inmate who prays for benefactor. Biagel, small hound used in hare hunting, pack of harriers. Biagling, hunting on foot with biagels. Vacheron, bicorn. Bimbird, spotted flycatcher, garden warbler. Bean tree, Australian chestnut, carob tree. Bear, commerce, speculator on stock exchange who desires a fall in price. Cause fall in price of. Bearish, anticipating or associated with a fall in price. Bearing rein, rein that compels horse to arc its neck. Beastlings, bestings. Beata, Roman Catholic, female beatified person. Beatify, make blessed or happy. Roman Catholic, confer title of blessed preliminary to canonization. Beatific, saintly. Beatitude, blessedness, bliss, blessings in math. Beatus, Roman Catholic, male beatified person. Beau, lover, dandy. Beauheste, magnanimous action, folate gesture. Beau ideal, one's highest conception of excellence or virtue. Beau monde, fashionable society. Beau arts, fine arts. Viverine, viverine. Picapico, European songbird, considered a table delicacy especially in Italy. Bechamel, white sauce thickened with cream. Fiche de mer, a species of holothurian used for food in China. Sea cucumber, sea slug, trepang. Becik, curative of cough. Becket, hook-like device of rope, wood or metal to secure ship's ropes, etc. Bedeguar, mossy rose gall, dog rose. Bedel, Bedel at universities. Bedisen, res gaudili. Bee-bread, mixture of honey and pollen stored by bees for food. Belly, miners pick with two sharp ends. Bellyman, worker using a belly. Bestings, first milk of cow after birth of calf. Wiswing, thin crust on old port. Beg, female begany, Turkish and Indian title of honor. Egon, 1,000 million ohms.
Penguin, member of religious order of Les Sisters Special of Belgium, rumba-like dance of Fresh West Indies. Beguinage, convent of Beguines. Vego, Muslim woman of high rank. Behaviorism, psychological theory that all mental processes result from external stimuli and association of ideas. Behemoth, gigantic animal mentioned in Job 11. Hippopotamus. Vejan, freshman at Scottish University. Villay, secure rope by coiling round a projection stop seize. Villaying pin, short wooden post to which ropes are secured. Velcher, colored spotted neckerchief. Velemnite, volute-shaped molluscan fossil. Velemnoid, dart-shaped. Velispray, floral view spruce, genius witty person with. Veletage, main story of building. Belladonna, deadly nightshade, narcotic drug obtained from that plant. Belladonna lily, bulbous plant of South Africa with lily-shaped flowers. Vele, beautiful woman, noted beauty. Vele ami, mistress. Veleric, kind of myrobalan. Velis letters, writings of solely literary or aesthetic value, especially essays, etc. Veleteris, writer or student of Velis letters. Velicism, war-mindedness. Velicus, desirous of fighting, warlike. Veliperus, bringing war. Belligerent, making war, person or nation engaged in warfare. Belling, deer's cry at mating time. Velipotent, powerful in war. Velonion, mechanical musical instrument consisting of drums and trumpets. Veloute, holm oak acorn. Velwether, ship with bell attached to the neck leading the flock. Veloid, arrow shape. Velomancy, divination using arrows. Velonoid, needle shape. Beltane, Asian Celtic May-Day festival. Beluga, white sturgeon, kind of dolphin, also called white whale. Belvedere, turret or open shelter on roof giving fine view. Summer house. Venture, senior member of an inn of court. Vencinister, diagonal line on coat of arms indicating bastardy. Veneticit, canticle beginning of O all ye works of the Lord sung when te Deum is omitted. Benedict, newly married husband, especially one formerly a confirmed bachelor. Benediction, blessing, act of blessing, Roman Catholic rite of blessing the people with the monstrance. Benedictionary, collection of benedictions. Benedictus, canticle beginning, blessed be the Lord God of Israel, Roman Catholic. Canticle beginning, blessed is who comes in the name of Lord. Collection of mass beginning with this. Benefic, favorable, especially astrological. Benefice, church living and do with a benefice. Beneficed, holding a benefice. Beneficent, doing good, kind, generous. Beneficial, advantageous, bringing good. Beneficial interest, right to enjoy property though be legally invested in another. Beneficiary, person receiving benefits, legatee under will, holder of benefits, holding by feudal tenure. Beneficiate, prepare for smelting. Benelux, Belgium, Netherlands and Luxembourg Customs Union. Beneplacito, during pleasure. Venet, Roman Catholic exorcist. Benevolence, charitableness, former loan demanded by certain English kings. Bengali, pertaining to Bengal native or language of Bengal. Bengalin, silk and wool or silk and cotton transversely corded fabric. Bengalite, signal firework with brilliant blue light. Benighted, overtaken by night, ignorant. Venigen, kindly favorable, wholesome, medicine, mild, not malignant. Venison, blessing. Benjamin, gum, benzoin and tree yielding it, man's tight coat. Bentamism, utilitarian doctrine of Jeremy Bentham, 1748 to 1832, that the greatest happiness of the greatest number is most desirable. Benthamite, adherent of Benthamism. Vento, sea bottoms, flora and fauna. Ventrobato, well invented, well expressed, such is speech or thought. Vencedrine, vasoconstrictor drug, also called amphetamine, which relieves hay fever, catarrh, etc. and taken internally increases physical and mental activity. Benzene, hydrocarbon distilled from coal tar. Benzine, petrol-like distillate of petroleum used as solvent, coal tar oil containing benzene. Benzoin, balsamic resin used in perfumery, etc. and in medicine as compound tincture called friar's balsam. Bitter almond oil, camphor found in gum benzoin. Benzole, benzene, coal tar oil containing benzene. Benzolize, mix or treat with benzol. Benzoline, benzene, petrol, impure benzene. Berberia, beriberi. Berberine, tonic alkaloid obtained from barberry and other plants. Versus, cradle song, lullaby. Vere, four-root barley. Bergamas, kind of country dance. Bergamot, variety of pear, essence obtained from rind of variety of pear-shaped orange fruit and tree yielding such essence is snuff scented with such essence, aromatic plant of mint family. Vergere, Shepherd nest, kind of 8th century chair and sofa. Vergeret, kind of country song or dance. Beriberi, Eastern disease similar to peripheral neuritis due to deficiency of vitamin B1. Verkalium, radioactive metallic element made artificially. Verlin, four-wheel two-seater roof carriage with seat or platform behind. Verlin spirit, horse spirit distilled from potatoes, beetroot, etc. Verlin woods, fine dyed wool for tapestry, etc. Verlin, kind of motor car body with glass partition between drivers and passenger seats. Berm, narrow ledge, narrow path by road, canal, etc. American, canal bank opposite towing path. Vernicle, vernacle goose. Versaglieri, Italian sharpshooter corps. Berserk, frenzied wild, special of fighting. Berserker, person fighting dust, especially Nor warrior. Beryllium, hard white metal used in alloys occurring as an element only in compounds. Bestial, animal-like base. Bestiality, bestial behavior law, sexual intercourse with animal. Vegetarian, animal lover, especially opposed to vivisection. Bestiary, medieval book especially illustrated on bees. Beta, second letter of Greek alphabet. Beta blocker, drug that blocks nerve impulses that stimulate increased cardiac action. Beta particle, negatively charged particle electron. Battery, a beam or stream of beta particles. Betatron, apparatus in which electrons are accelerated electromagnetically to very high energies to form a beam of beta rays for bombarding atomic nuclei and generating high voltage X-rays. Betel, Asiatic palm, yielding nut which is wrapped in leaf of same tree and chewed, areca. Vet noir, black bees, vet abomination, bugbear. Betel, sacred place, nonconformist chapel. Vetice, foolishness, foolish or stupid act. Beton, concrete made by mixing gravel with cement and sand. Vetong, kind of Australian kangaroo rat. Vetolinol, resinous extract of birch bark, birch camphor. Vevatron, synchrotron-like apparatus for accelerating charged particles to an immensely high level. Vey, governor, title of honor. Veilik, area of base jurisdiction. Vessel, sloping edge of cutting tool, edge and facet cut gem, flange groove holding watch or clock glass, grind to edge bevel. Vesuar, stone-like mass found in stomach of ruminants, formerly used in East as an antidote to poison. Bang, dried leaves and twigs of cannabis chewed, smoked and made into infusion or sweetmeat. Barrel, Himalayan wild sheep with blue-black coat. Vesti, servant who draws and carries water. Vungini, Hindu street sweeper. Violet, with two wings. Viarchy, ruled by two persons. Vivacious, fond of drinking. Vivilot, small object of art. Trinket, curio. Vivi, lady Mrs. Viverine, quinine-like extract of bark of South American greenheart tree. Vivitory, pertaining to drinking. Biblioclasm, destruction of books, destructive criticism of Bible. Biblioclass, person so destroying or criticizing. Bibliogenesis, production of books. Bibliognos, person having deep knowledge of books. Bibliogony, bibliogenesis. Bibliography, list of books on one subject or by one author. List of books referred to in a text or used in its preparation. Scientific study of books and writings. Historical work on books. Bibliographer, compiler. Bibliocap, book thief. Bibliokleptomania, kleptomania towards books. Bibliolater, worshipper of books or of letter of Bible. Bibliolatry, such worship of books. Bibliology, book lore, biblical literature. Bibliomancy, divination by reference taken at random in book, especially in the Bible. Bibliomania, strong desire for collecting books. Bibliopegy, art of bookbinding. Bibliopegist, bookbinder. Bibliopagy, voracious reading of books. Bibliophile, lover of books. Bibliophilism, love of books. Bibliophobia, hatred of books. Bibliophobe, person hating books. Biblioposy, making of books. Bibliopole, bookseller, especially of rare books. Bibliopolism, selling of books. Bibliosop, bibliognos. Bibliotap, person keeping his or her books secret or locked up. Biblioteca, library. Biblioteca, librarian. Bibliothetic, pertaining to arrangement of books. Biblos, papyrus. Bibulus, fan of doing drunken sponge-like. Bicameral, having two chambers or houses. Bicameris, person advocating such legislative system. Bicapitate, two-headed. Bice, green or blue pigment. Bicentenary, 200th anniversary, pertaining to 2 centuries. Bicentennial, occurring every 200 years, lasting 200 years. Bicephalus, having 2 heads. Bichord, music having 2 strings, especially 2 strings for each note. Bicipital, pertaining to biceps, bifurcating. Bicipitus, having 2 heads or extremities. Bicorn, anvil pointed at both ends. Bicollateral, having 2 sides the same. Biconic, having shape of 2 cones with bases together. Biconjugate, botany having a pair of each member of which is divided into a pair. Bicorn, having 2 horns or points. Bichronal, 2-leg. Vidary, alloy of several metals on which gold and silver are inlaid. Viden, 2-pronged instrument, ship age 2 years. Bidental, having 2 prongs or teeth. Bitentaculate, having 2 small teeth. Viduous, lasting 2 days. Vidermier, applied to style of interior decoration, furniture, etc. common in Germany in the first half of the 19th century. Bourgeoisie, conventional. Bien ami, well-beloved person. Bien aise, well-being comfort. Bien etre, well-being. Biennial, lasting 2 years, occurring every 2 years, plant living for 2 years and flowering in the second. Biennium, 2 years. Biennials, proper, correct, or fitting thing, appropriates. Bifacial, having distinct upper and lower surfaces, having both sides the same, having 2 faces. Bifarious, in 2 rows, 2-fold, pointing in 2 directions. Bifer, plant flowering or fruiting twice a year. Bifidate, divided into 2 portions, pork. Bifocal, with 2 foci especially applied to a spectacle lens, which upper part is used for viewing distant and lower part of near objects, spectacles with such lenses. Biform, having 2 forms, hybrid. Bifurcate, split into 2 branches of forks, so divided forking into 2, one of the forks. Bigeminate, biconjugate. Bigeminal, arranged in pairs. Bigener, hybrid arising from 2 genera. Bigeneric, pertaining to 2 genera. Bigential, with 2 races. Big, 4-rowed barley. Bigot, person with fixed and intolerant belief. Bigrid, applied to thermionic bulb having 2 grinds and combining functions of 2 bulbs. Visu, jewel, piece of jewelry is small and well formed. Visuitary jewelry. Vijugate, having 2 overlapping heads, set of coin stuck to 2 persons, botany with 2 pairs of leaflets. Bilabiate, having 2 lips. Bilabial, phonetics, formed with both lips, such consonant. Bilateral, having or pertaining to 2 sides of 2 parties or states. Bilateralism, bilateral symmetry. Bilbo, sword. Bilbos, fetters, especially long iron bound with sliding shackles used to imprison persons on ship. Bildungs Roman, novel dealing with person's life and psychological development from youth to maturity. Bile, bitter digestive fluid emanating from liver, melancholy, anger.
Bilge, lowermost part of interior of ship. Widest part of barrel is long. Nonsense, leak in that part, make hole in the bilge. Bilge water, foul water in ship's bilge. Bilharzia, warm parasitic in blood, typical disease caused by its presence. Bilharziasis, disease of bilharzia. Biliary, pertaining to bile. Bilinear, having pertaining to or between two lines. Biliteral, consisting of or using two letters such linguistic root. Bill broker, dealer in bills of exchange. Bill of adventure, declaration that merchandise ship is not property of ship owner, whose liability is limited to safe delivery. Bill of cost, solicitor's account of charges. Bill of exchange, negotiable order to pay cash on or before certain date. Bill of health, statement of health, especially as to infectious diseases of persons aboard ship. Bill of indictment, statement of accusation in criminal court. Bill of lading, acknowledgement by ship's masters that goods have been received on board and promise of safe delivery. Bill of sale, document transferring title to goods, especially as security for loan. Bill of sight, outline description of goods being imported. Bill of sufferance, permission to load or unload at certain ports without payment of duty. Bifilar, having two threads, especially of measuring instrument. True bill, statement by grand jury that there was a prima facie case against accused. Billabong, river creek backwater watercourse. Villaju, love letter. Billion, 1,000 million. Billion, alloy of precious metals with larger quantity of base metal. By location, existence, or power to exist in two places simultaneously. Viloquist, person with power of speaking into two distinct voices. Biltong, strips of dried meat. Vimanus, having two hands, pertaining to two human species. Bimanual, requiring or using two hands. Bimarine, situated between seas. Bimaxillary, pertaining to both jaws. Bimensal, occurring every 2 months. Bimestral, occurring every 2 months lasting 2 months. Bimetallism, currency system in which both gold and silver are standard money. Bimetallist, advocate of bimetallism. Bimillenary, space of 2,000 years. Bimillennium, 2,000 years. Binal, double twin. Binary, double dual, denoting a system of numeration based on 2 and therefore written entirely with 1 and 0, commonly used in digital computers. Binary converter, machine converting alternating into direct current. Binary fission, division of cell into 2 equal parts. Binary measure, music, common time. Binary stars, 2 stars revolving around a common center. Binary theory, chemistry. Theory defining every acid as a hydrogen compound with radical and every salt as hydrogen compound with hydrogen replaced by a metal. Binate, double, in couples. Bination, celebration by a priest of mass twice on the same day. Binaural, pertaining to or for use with 2 ears. Vine, flexible shoot of climbing plant, especially hop. Vinacle, fixed case or stand for ship's compass. Vinacellist, list of sick men on man of war. Binocle, binocular instrument. Binocular, pertaining to or for 2 eyes. Binoculate, having 2 eyes. Binoculars, field glasses. Binomial, having 2 names, special of scientific nomenclature giving 2 names, genus and species to each species. Math, composed of 2 algebraic expressions joined by plus or minus. Binomial theorem, formula for finding any power of a binomial expression. Binomialism, use of binomial nomenclature. Binominal, having 2 names, binomial, special of scientific nomenclature. Binominous, having 2 interchangeable names. Binotic, binaural. Binotonous, consisting of 2 notes. Binturong, Asiatic civet with prehensile tail. Bibliography, bibliography with biographical notes. Biocentric, having life as its center or main principle. Biocide, substance that kills living organisms, pesticide. Biocenosis, association of living creatures into a certain area. Biodegradable, capable of being broken down by living organisms. Biodynamics, study of activities of living organisms. Bioelectric, pertaining to plant or animal electricity. Bioengineering, engineering theories and techniques applied to biological processes, design and use of artificial limbs, pacemaker, etc. Manipulation of living cells to produce desired growth. Biogene, ultimate component part of protoplasm. Biogenesis, theory that life derives only from living matter. Biogenetic law, recapitulation theory. Biogenesis, adherent of biogenesis. Biogenous, produced from living organism giving life. Biogeny, history of evolution of living organisms. Biogenesis. Biogeography, study of geographical distribution of plants and animals. Biognosis, sciences of life collectively. Biograph, early form of cinematograph. Biokinetics, study of changes during development of organism. Biolinguistics, study of relations between physiology and speech. Violet, rock formed by living organisms. Biologism, biological theory use of biological terms. Bioluminescence, production of light by living creatures. Biolysis, destruction of life or organic substances. Biomagnetism, animal magnetism. Biomass, amount of living matter in a unit area or volume of habitat. Living matter cultivated as source of energy. Biome, large naturally occurring community of plants and animals shaped by common patterns of vegetation and climate. Biometrics, calculation of length of human life, statistical biology. Biometrician, student of biometrics. Bioenergy, vital force. Bionics, study of the design principles of living organisms and their application to machines. Bionomics, study of relations of living organisms to environment, ecology. Bionomics, student of bionomics. Bionomy, bionomics, physiology. Bion, physiologically independent living organism. Biophagous, feeding on living organisms. Biopore, biogen. Biophyte, plant-consuming living organisms. Bioplasm, living protoplasm. Bioplast, minute portion of bioplasm. Biopsy, medical examination of living tissue taken from body. Bioorgan, physiological organ. Biorhythm, rhythmic change in biology and activity patterns of a living organism. Bios, organic life, constituent of yeast causing its growth. Biosatellite, artificial satellite carrying living organisms into space for scientific study. Bioscope, form of cinematograph. Bioscopy, medical examination of body for presence of life. Biosis, life as distinguishing living organisms. Biosphere, region of earth, air and water occupied by living organisms. Biostatics, study of physiological relations between structure and functions. Biostatistics, vital statistics. Biostratigraphy, determination of age, etc. of sedimentary strata from fossils which they contain. Biosynthesis, synthesis of organic chemicals from inorganic ones by living cells. Biota, flora and fauna of a region. Biotaxi, biological classification. Biotechnology, industrial use of living organisms to manufacture food, drugs, etc. Biotelemetry, automatic transmission over a distance for measurement of the condition, functions, etc. of a living creature, example of an astronaut on a space flight. Biotic, vital, pertaining to life. Bioticism, philosophical theory that ultimate reality is life. Biotics, study of activities of living organisms. Biotin, growth-promoting vitamin of the vitamin B complex found in liver and yeast. Biotomy, vivisection. Biotope, area having uniform conditions and supporting a particular uniform association of animal life. Biotype, all organisms having the same genetic constitution. Viviparous, bringing forth two offspring at a birth. Vipartile, divisible into two parts. Vipartition, so dividing. Bipartisan, representing or supported by two political parties. Bipartite, having two parts, between two parties. Biped, creature having 2 feet. Bipennate, having 2 wings. Bipod, support or stand with 2 legs. Bipolar, having or pertaining to 2 poles, occurring in both polar regions, equidistant north and south of equator. Bipropellant, rocket propellant consisting of fuel and oxidizer stored separately until ignition. Biquadratic, mathematics of the fourth power, numbers fourth power, equation involving fourth power of unknown quantity. Viramus, divided into 2 branches. Birem, galing having 2 banks of oars. Vireta, Roman Catholic, clerics square cup. Bis, twice in 2 places, music, direction to repeat, French, exclamation and core duplicate. Bise, cold dry north wind of Switzerland, Italy and South France. Visceral in 2 rows. Bisexual of 2 sexes. Hermaphrodite, sexually attracted to both sexes, bisexual person. Bismarine, bimarine. Bismillah, exclamation in the name of Allah. Bismuth, hard, brittle, reddish-white metallic element used in alloys and as carbonate for dyspepsia, etc. Bisonant, having 2 sounds. Bisontine, pertaining to bison. Bisque, point allowed to tennis player, strokes allowed to golfer, extra turn allowed to croquet player, kind of rich thick soup, fattery fired but not glazed. Bisex, intercalary day. Bisextile, containing the bisex intercalary leap year. Bistort, a plant with twisted astringent root, snakeweed. Bisturi, a small narrow surgical knife. Bistornage, a method of castration. Bistre, brown pigment derived from wood soot. Bisculcate, with 2 grooves, cloven. Bisyllabic, consisting of 2 syllables. Bisyllable, such word, prefix, etc. Bisymmetrical, having 2 planes of symmetry at right angles. Bit, in computers, a single character, especially a single binary numeral 0 or 1, abbreviation of binary digit. Vitism, belief in 2 gods. Vitonality, music, use of 2 keys simultaneously. Bittern, heroine-like wading bird with booming call. Beats, pairs of posts on deck of ship for fastening ropes. Bitumen, mineral pitch, several partly oxygenated hydrocarbons, asphalt, pigment obtained from asphalt. Bituminize, cement with or convert with bitumen. Bituminoid, like bitumen. Bituminous, like or containing bitumen. Biunyal, combining 2 in 1. Bivalent, chemistry with valency of 2, biology, double chromosome. Bivariate, denoting a quantity that depends on 2 variables. Biventral, with 2 bellies. Biverbal, relating to 2 words spanning. Bibius, offering 2 paths or directions. Bifocal, diphthong. Bifocalize, placed between 2 vowels. Bivouac, temporary camp without tents. Bizarre, fantastic, outlandish, incongruous. Black ball, vote against, especially by placing a black ball in the ballot box. Reject for membership, exile. Black hole, male of black grouse. Black fellow, Australian aborigine. Blackjack, leather white container. American small oak, life preserver, weapon. Black leather, Old English or Gothic type. Black rod, Chief Officers of House of Commons. Black shirt, fascist. Black strap, American mixture of rum and molasses, cheap wine. Black water, infectious tropical fever. Blame, sore blister. Blank munch, gelatinous dessert of milk and corn flour. Grandiloquence, parliamentary language or speech. Blank verse, rhymeless decasyllabic iambic line. Blanket, stew of white meat in white sauce. Blaze, bored, sophisticated, having exhausted all pleasures. Blastogenesis, reproduction by budding, theory of inheritance of characters through germplasm. Blastogenic, pertaining to germ cells. Blatterphone, system invented by Ludwig Blattner, recording sound on a steel tape electromagnetically and of reproducing sound by same process. Blue Writer, group of expressionist painters in Munich in early 20th century. Blaubock, extinct antelope with bluish coat. Blazon, coat of arms, banner, etc. bearing heraldic device, delineate or describe such object, adorn, announce loudly. Blazonry, art of delineating such objects, colorful display. Blake, a small freshwater fish having very silvery scales. Bleeder, person suffering from hemophilia. Blende, zinc sulfide, name of several lustrous metallic sulfides. Blendling, hybrid. Blendure, mixture. Blenoid, like mucus. Blenogenic, generating mucus. Blenorrhea, mucus discharge. Blenophobia, morbid fear of slime. Blenny, long, slender, spiny rain marine fish. Bleparal, pertaining to eyelids. Blepharospasm, muscular spasm of eyelid. Blepharitis, inflammation of eyelids. Blesbok, species of South African antelope with white facial spot. Bletonism, faculty of water divining. Vlewitz, kind of edible mushroom. Blissong, with strong sexual desires in root. Blitzkrieg, swift military campaign. Bloc, group specially of politically allied countries. Vlok system, method of railway signaling by which one section of line never carries more than one train. Bloom, metallurgy, bar of paddled iron. Bloomery, place where such bars are manufactured, forged into which iron passes after first melting. Vlowson, vlow-shaped jacket gathered at waist. Blue chair, leather half-boot. Blue book, parliamentary publication bound in blue covers, American. Book giving particulars of government servants or prominent persons led to dull, dry literary style. Blue nose, native of Nova Scotia, prudish or puritanical person. Blue sky, having no value, visionary, having no immediate practical aim, theoretical. Blue sky law, American, law regulating sale of securities. Blue stocking, learned, studious woman, especially with literary inclinations. Blue disease, cyanosis. Blue laws, strict puritanical laws of certain U.S. states and such laws. Blue Peter, ship's blue flag with white square in center flown a signal for sailing, etc. Blue pill, strong, purgative containing mercury. Blue ribbon, highest honor or prize in competition, chief competition of its kind, badge formerly worn by members of the total organization. Blanche, mix clay and water for pottery, blend. Blanger, apparatus for blanch mixing. Bottle, waterside hotel for sailing enthusiasts. Boatswain, ship's officer in charge of crew and equipment. Squaw, boatswain chair, seat suspended by ropes for person working on side of ship, building, etc. Bobbery, disturbance, uproar. Bobinet, cotton net imitating lace. Bobolink, songbird also called redbird, rice bunting, and skunkbird. Bobsleigh, long sports sleigh carrying several persons. American, Sleigh consisting of two short ones joined together. One of the two sleighs so joined. Bobstay, rope attached to and standing bowsprit. Bokage, boskage, decorative representation of trees, leaves, etc. Backing, course base, smoke herring. Bodega, wine shop. Bogey, in golf, number of strokes in which a good player should play hole, of course. Score one stroke above this evil spirit. Bogey, wheeled undercarriage of a rail vehicle, railway coach, truck for coal, etc. Bohea, cheapest black tea. Bowler, pertaining to clay. Bolas, pair of balls joined by cord thrown so as to wind round the object of attack. Collection, projecting part of molding round panel. Bolero, lively Spanish dance, waist-length jacket. Bolide, large mature fireball. Bowling, folarded tree. Volumeter, instrument measuring small amounts of radiant heat electrically. Volograph, photograph made with a volumeter. Bolt head, long straight neck-leg vessel for distilling mattress. Bolus, large pill and round mass. Volus alba, China clay. Boma, large non-venomous snake of West Africa. Brazilian boa, circular fence in enclosure in Africa. Bombardon, deep bass double reed with instrument. Bombasine, twill black worsted with silk or worsted with cotton dress material. Bombasset, thin smooth surface worsted fabric. Bombay duck, preserved flesh or pike like marine fish of ease. Bombe, frozen dessert made in round mold. Bombe, volging or carved outward, especially such furniture, embroidery, etc. Vomic, pertaining to silkworm. Vomilate, buzz, boom. Bambus, rounded, convex. Bombicini, bombic. Bona fide, with good faith, genuine in good faith. Bona fides, credentials, honestly, sincerity. Bona mano, tip, pourboire. Bona sus, aurochs. Bona vacancia, law, unclaimed property, especially of a person who has died intestate. Bonnier, dainty sweet meat box. Fonse, large playing marble, kind of marbles game. Band, in masonry, method of placing bricks or stones. English band, laying of bricks in alternate courses of headers and stretchers. Flemish band, method in which each course comprises alternate headers and stretchers. Bandstone, stone extending whole depth of wall. Banded, commerce applied to warehouse, vaults, etc., where dutiable goods are stored, the goods being not chargeable with duty until removed, applied to such goods. Bongar, kind of poisonous Indian snake, krait. Bongo, striped antelope of West and East Africa. Bonhomie, friendliness, urban manner. Bonification, betterment, payment of bonus. Boniform, like or seeming good. Bonify, improve, make good. Boning, judging level by looking along a line of poles. Boning rod, pole used in boning. Bonito, striped tunny, several fishes of mackerel family. Bonmot, plural bon mots, good word epigram, witty remark. Bonne, female servant. Bonne boucher, plural bons bouches, good-mouthed bit. Bonnet rogue, red cap, worn by French revolutionary, a revolutionary or revolutionary movement. Bonsai, art of producing miniature trees by selective pruning such a tree. Bontibok, reddish white-faced antelope of South Africa. Bonton, good tone, high society, good breeding. Bon vivant, bon viewer, plural bon vivants, bon viewers, feminine bon vivante, good living or liver, lover of good food and drink, gourmet. Bonze, Buddhist priest. Bonseri, Buddhist monastery. Boom, long spar extending foot of sail, boom sheet, sail sheet attached to boom. Boomer, male of largest kangaroo species. Boom slang, large poisonous snake of South Africa. Vungari, small tree kangaroo. Bora, cold north wind of North Adriatic. Boracic, pertaining to or derived from borax. Boracic acid, former name of boric acid. Borage, rough stem, blue-flowered salad herb. Borasco, Mediterranean squall. Borax, a natural salt also made from soda used as flux and antiseptic. Borborygmus, rumbling of gas in the stomach. Vordelio brotel. Vorderio, invoice titled bill memorandum. Bore, wall of water advancing up narrow estuary at certain tides. Boreal, pertaining to Boreas, the north wind cold of the north. Voricole, Kale. Boron, non-metallic non-fusible element found in borax, etc. Boronic, pertaining to or containing boron. Boric acid, formerly called boracic acid, used as preservative and antiseptic. Vorize, preserved with boric acid. Voro English, custom whereby landed property is inherited by youngest son. Voracha, crude rubber tree. Bort, ground diamond fragments used in polishing, etc. Vorse, mixed soup colored red with beetroot. Vorsoy, wolfhound. Boskage, thicket of trees or shrubs. Bosch, wood, bush. Voshbok, kind of antelope. Bushman, Bushfort, kind of wild pig. Bushbug, bush country. Bosket, thicket. Bosky, having trees or shrubs, slang tipsy. Boson, subatomic particle whose spin can only take value whole numbers or zero. Bosilated, covered with or formed with knobs. Bot, parasitical maggot or botfly, disease of horses caused by this. Votargo, relish made from tannis or mallet's roe. Botry, sacred tree of Sri Lanka, kind of banyan yielding caoutchouc. People tree. Botryoidal, having shape of cluster of grapes. Watery rose, with flowers in clusters that develop upwards from base. Botany, small boot, surgical boot for correcting deformity. Botomry, raising loan on ship as security. Botulism, sausage poisoning, poisoning by any infected preserved meat. Botuliform, sausage shape. Botulinic, toxin that causes botulism. Botulinus, bacterium that produces botulism. Fauci, small patty music muted or stopped. Butyrize, preserved by impregnating with copper sulfate. Bouffant, puff out as a skirt, hair, etc. Bogey, wax candle, flexible medical instrument for insertion into body, passages, suppository. Bouillabaisse, fish and vegetable stew. Bully, stewed meat. Bouillon, clear soup, broth stew. Bowl, roulette-like game. Advisory Council or Senate of Ancient Greece. Voloterion, assembly place. Bulls, form of balls, played in France. Volleyball, wide avenue especially near park or river, fashionable promenade. Boulevardier, man about town. Bouleversement, overturning, upset. Bolt, sieve. Voltaire, sifting cloth. Voltaire, one who sifts ships, fishing line with many hooks. Vocotin, ibis of the Alps. Vrasque, Borasco. Vordon, music, bass drone as of bagpipe. Bourgeoisie, person of middle class. Feted bourgeois, person of lower middle class. Bourgeoisie, middle classes. Vorey, quick dance of southern France and Spain. Bourse, foreign money market. Boutonniere, Small bunch of flowers for buttonhole. Pouch rhymes. Rhyme endings, composition of verses to given rhymes verses so composed. Bouzouki, mandolin-like musical instrument. Bovine, pertaining to cattle, apathetic, stupid. Bovicide, killer of cattle, butcher. Boviform, having shape of cattle. Bovoid, like cattle. Vowcaser, ship's gun for firing ahead. Vowdlerize, expurgate, especially too strictly. Bowerbird, bird which builds and decorates bower like runs. Bowhen, Greenland whale. Bowline, rope steadying upright edge of sail, not securing this to sail. Bowline bridle, rope securing bowline to sail. Bowspray, spar extending at bows of ship. Bowyer, maker of bows, the weapons.
Vaxwala, itinerant peddler. Boyar, ancient Russian rank next below prince, Russian landowner. Voyau, winding trench, zigzag. Frashale, wall socket or bracket. Vrak, female hunting hound. Brachial, pertaining to arm shape. Brachiate, swing by arms from place to place, having arms. Brachiferous, having arms or branches. Brachotomy, amputation of arm. Brachiotocephalus, having skull of which breadth is 85% or more of length. Brachycatelectic, with 2 syllables lacking from end, such burst line. Brachycephalus, short-headed, having skull of which maximum breadth is 80% or more of maximum length. Brachycerus, having short horns or antennae. Brachydactylus, having short digits. Brachygraphy, shorthand. Brachygrapher, stenographer. Brachiology, contains expression, laconic speech. Brachymetropia, short-sightedness. Brachiopodus, having short legs or stalk. Brachypterus, having short wings. Brachure, short-tailed animal, bird, etc. Brachyurian, a crab. Bract, leaf from axil of which flower is produced. Bracteal, bract-like. Bracteate, bearing bracts. Bracteiform, bract shape. Bracteole, small bract, bract at base of flower. Bracteolate, having bracteoles. Bracteus, having many bracts. Bradycardia, abnormally slow heart rate. Bradykinetic, moving slowly. Bradykinin, blood hormone causing dilation of blood vessels. Bradytelic, evolving at a slower rate than normal. Braggadocio, boasting braggart. Brahman, male member of firstly caste of Hindus. Brahmani, male member of such caste. Brahmin, Brahman, American, learned person, pedant. Brahmin ox, ham ox sacred to Hindus. Brahmini, belonging to Hindu priestly caste. Brahmini bull, Brahmin ox. Brahmini duck, radish drake. Brahmini kite, sacred Indian bird of prey. Bridism, hypnotism. Braille, truss sail, hold up. Brails, cords on edge of sails for trussing. Braille, system of printing for the blind using patterns of raised dots to represent characters. Branchial, pertaining to gills. Branchiate, having gills. Branchiculus, living in gills. Branchiopole, gill shape. Branchiopod, kind of crustaceans with gills on feet. Brandling, striped earthworm used by anglers. Brangs, kind of bridle fixed to head of nagging woman as punishment. Scold's bridle, Scottish mumps. Brush, slight sickness, broken pieces of rock or ice, collection of fragments, rush, brittle, lifeless. Water brush, phyrosis. Brassage. Charge for minting coin, difference between value of metal with cost of minting and face value. Brassard. Armlet, arm badge. Brassy. Wooden golf club with brass sole. Brassy, bib. Brattice. Partition, especially in mine gallery to regulate ventilation or support sides of roof. Eric Brattice. Brattice cloth. Canvas sheet for regulating ventilation in mine. Bravado. Ostentatious show of boldness, braggart. Bravura. Music, exceptional skill, boldness, brilliance, passage needing this. Vraxy. Apoplectic disease of sheep. Myth of sheep dead from disease, especially from Vraxy. Sick with or dead from this disease. Braze. Solder with zinc and brass alloy, covered with brass joints so soldered. Brazen. Made of brass, brass colored, impudent, shameless. Brescia. Geology. Aggregate of angular rock fragments making into breccia. Breeches buoy. Life-saving device consisting of a life buoy with canvas breeches for the legs suspended between ships by rope. Brehon. Judge of ancient Ireland. Brehon law. Ancient Irish legal code. Bresamer. Beam or girder over opening and supporting a wall. Bretis, Bratis. Breve. Papal letter, brief, mark indicating a short vowel. Music note equivalent of two semibreves. Brevet. Commission giving army officer honorary higher rank. Brevet. Patented. Breviary. Short prayer book of Roman Catholic Church. Breviate. Summary, precise. Brevicaudate. Having short tail. Breviare. Size of type 8 point. Brevifoliate. Having short leaves. Brebilingual. Breviloquence. Laconic manner of speech. Brevived. Having short legs. Brepineate. Having short wings. Brewster. Brewer. Brewster sessions. Court hearing applications for liquor trade licenses. Briarian. Pertaining to Briarius, monster in Greek legend with 100 hands, having many hands. Bric-a-brac. Odds and ends of furniture, antiques, China art, etc. Vricol, indirect stroke, especially in real tennis, in which ball is hit against wall or rebounds from it, and billiards, in which ball hits cushion between the two contacts of a cannon. Bridewell. Frison, house of correction. Brig. Two-masted square rig ship. Brigantine, two-masted ship, square rig on foremast only. Brilliant, smallest size of type, 3.5 point. Brinjal, fruit of eggplant, aubergine. Brinjari, itinerant seller of grain and salt. Fryoke, rich and sweetened bread like roll. Briquet, brick-shaped block of compressed coal dust. Frizzling, small sardine-like fish. Britannia metal, cheap white alloy of copper, zinc, antimony, and bismuth, white lead. British, army officer's overcoat. Britska, single-seated, four-wheeled hold, Polish carriage. Brooch, introduce, raise for discussion, pierced top, pointed tool, roasting spit. Brooch spire, octagonal church spire rising from square base. Brobdingnagian, pertaining to Brobdingnag, a country of giants, ships Gulliver's Travels, gigantic, giant. Brocard, axiom, maxim, costing remark. Brocatello, kind of variegated marble, thick-figured silk used in upholstery. Broch, Asian Scottish stone tower. Brochet, with raised pattern. Brochette, skewer for grilling food. Brochure, booklet, pamphlet. Brook, Vager. Brocket, stag in its second year, Brazilian pronged deer. Brockface, having white mark on face. Broderie, embroidery-like pattern. Broderie anglaise, mixture of solid and open work embroidery. Brogan, coarse strong shoe, brogue. Brokerage, commerce, commission taken by agent, especially on sale or purchase of shares, etc. Bromatology, treatise on or study of food. Bromide, compound of bromine, silver bromide, used in photography. Sedative drug composed of bromine and potassium hydrate. Person using this drug. Trite statement, meaningless adjective, dull, tedious person. Bromidrosis, strongly smelling perspiration. Bromine, non-metallic chlorine-like element found in seawater and mineral springs. Bromize, compound with bromine, prepare photographic plate with bromide. Bromism, condition due to excessive use of bromide. Brominated, compounded with bromine. Bromyrite, natural bromide of silver. Bronchi, divisions of windpipe, one leading to each lung. Bronchiectasis, dilatation of bronchi. Bronchiole, minute branch of a bronchus. Bronchitis, inflammation of bronchi. Bronchocele, goiter. Bronchodilator, drug that relaxes and dilates the bronchial tubes. Bronchopulmonary, pertaining to bronchial tubes and lungs. Bronchos, temporary loss of voice. Bronchoscope, instrument for examining the bronchi. Bronchotomy, incision into larynx or trachea. Brontophobia, dread of thunder and lightning. Brontide, sound like distant thunder due to seismic causes. Brontograph, instrument recording discharges of atmospheric electricity. Brontogram, record made by brontograph. Brontology, study of thunder. Brontometer, brontograph. Brontosaurus, gigantic fossil dinosaur. Brose, kind of porridge, broth. Atoll brose, mixture of whiskey and honey. Browette, small two-wheeled carriage, kind of four-seater motor car. Brougham, small one-horse, four-wheeled closed carriage with unroofed driver's seat, kind of limousine-like motor car body with driver's seat uncovered. Brouhaha, turmoil, uproar, fuss. Brownian, applied to movement discovered by Robert Brown of minute particles suspended in fluid due to collisions between them and molecules of fluid. Brownies, follower of Robert Brown, founder of Congregationalism, pertaining to his principles, Congregationalist. Brunonian. Brucellosis, an undulant fever of cattle. Brucine, strychnine-like poison derived from Nux vomica plant. Brute, sounds in just symptomatic of disease, rumor, report, spread abroad. Brumal, pertaining to broom or winter. Brumby, wild horse. Brume, mist or fog. Bromagem, slang Birmingham, tawdry counterfeit. Bronius, dark brown. Brunonian, pled to cure that disease arises solely from action of external stimuli and body, held by John Brown. Brownies. Brusque, blunt in speech or conduct. Brut, applied to unsweetened wine, especially very dry champagne. Brutum, unfeeling thunder, empty threat. Brucism, grinding of teeth, especially in sleep. Bryology, study of Moses and liverworts, front life of such kind of a region. Bryophyte, moss or liverwort. Brythonic, Welsh, of Asian Cumbria or Cornwall, of the language group including Breton, Cornish, and Welsh. Buvalis, kind of African antelope. Bubo, swelling with inflammation of lymphatic gland, especially of groin. Bubonalgia, pain in groin. Buccal, pertaining to mouth or cheek. Bukan, framework over which meat is roasted or dried meat on such. Vacate, with protruding cheeks. Buccinal, having shape or sound of trumpet. Buccinator, muscle forming cheek wall. Vocula, double chin. Bucentur, mythical creature half ox, Venetian Doge's state barge. Vocmanism, Religious principles and methods enunciated by F.N.D. Bookman, founder of the group's movement, including open confession and testimony. Bookmanite, adherent of Bookmanism. Bucolic, rustic, pertaining to shepherds' pastoral poems. Vocalius, writer of vocalics. Buddhism, Asian religion founded in the 5th century by Gautama Buddha. Badel, slapping trough etc. for washing crush or wash on a boodle. Vajro, heavy flat bottom Ganges barge. Buffonite, toadstone. Bull, inlaying of gold, brass, tortoiseshell, mother of pearl etc. on furniture, piece of furniture so inlaid. Burstone, Bulbil, small bulb, large fleshy axillary bud from which plant may be grown. Vulbul, song thrush of Orient, nightingale. Vulgar, park crush wet. Bulimia, insatiable hunger, abnormal craving for food. Bulimia nervosa, excessive overeating compensated for by forced vomiting, periods of fasting etc. Bulimic, voracious, pertaining to bulimia nervosa, person suffering from bulimia nervosa. Voluminous, suffering from bulimia nervosa. Bull, commerce, speculator in shares who desires a rise in price, papal edict. Bullies, small wild plum fruit and tree. Bulliary, collection of papal bulls. Bullate, puckered with blistered appearance. Bullhead, several small, large-headed spinous marine fishes, especially the miller's thumb. Bulliform, bullate. Bullion, gold or silver in the mass, especially uncoined. Bullionist, upholder of metallic currency. Bullish, commerce anticipating or associated with the rise in price. Bullroarer, wooden instrument making a roaring sound used by Australian and other aborigines generally to cause rain, using stick, lighting snake. Bumboat, a small harbor boat carrying provisions etc. to ship. Bamiki, cement mixed with stone fragments for repairing masonry. Bumalo, small South Asiatic fish, Bombay duck. Band, quay, esplanade, embankment. Bander, quay, harbor, port. Band, kind of fungus attacking wet, middle of sail or fishnet when slack. Buntline, furling rope. Buktalmia, enlargement of eye. Puran, sudden violent storm of Central Asia. Burbot, long slender freshwater fish of cod family, ilpout. Bureaucracy, government by permanent officials, officialdom. Barret, graduated glass measuring tube, ecclesiastical sacramental crowet. Verge, a small triangular pennant of yacht etc. Vergensic, pertaining to citizen or freeman of borough. Virgin, bud, sprout. Burg, Scottish borough. Vorgrave, former German commander of a town or castle, title of honor equivalent of count. Vorgraviate, jurisdiction of Vorgrave. Burin, engraver's tool, graver. Burinis, engraver. Burlap, kind of sacking canvas, coarse, vari-colored cotton fabric. Burletta, light comic opera. Burnetize, saturate with zinc chloride solution to prevent decay. Burnetizing, such process invented by Sir W. Burnett. Burnous, Moorish hooded cloak. Bura, great use as a title of respect. Bura Sahib, important official, manager, chief. Burro, donkey. Burro duck, sheldrake. Burstone, flinty rock used for millstone made of this. Bursa, sack, especially fluid filled at point of friction in joint, etc. Bursal, pertaining to bursa, pertaining to state's revenue. Bursitis, inflammation of bursa. Bursar, college or school treasurer, holder of bursary. Bursary, office of bursar, scholarship at school or university. Burse, bursary, Roman Catholic, first lay container of communion cloth. Versicle, botany, first shape pod.
Versiculate, having shape of small pores. Versiform, force shape. Buracha. Busbar, electricity, main conductor on printed circuit board. Bushback, small African spiral horn antelope. Bushman, South African aborigine. Bushmaster, large South American poisonous snake. Bushcat, serval. Bushlawyer, New Zealand bramble. Bushido, code of honor of Japanese military class chivalry. Bushkin, high boot, thick-soled boot also called cotornous, worn by actors in Asian Greek tragedy, classic tragedy. Bustard, large crane-like bird of Europe, American and Canadian, the Canada goose. Great bustard, largest European land bird. Vat and Ben, two-room dwelling. Bat, steep isolated hill. Butyric, pertaining to butter. Butyraceous, like producing or containing butter. Guana, master. Viblo, side blow, illegitimate child. Visus, filamentous stuff bird by which mollusks attach themselves, fine flax and fabric woven from it. Visacious, consisting of fine threads like a byssus. Vociferous, having a byssus tufted. Vicine, silky the fabric byssus. Visogenous, producing a byssus. Visoid, like a byssus. Fibrous, cottony. Byte, in computers, a character consisting of 8 bits. Viwoner, subtenant of farm, agricultural laborer.
A few moments later.
Salamat po ng napakarami po sa inyo pong panood. Kung nyo po ito pag nagustuhan, ay pari po natin po itong share sa ating mga friends. Hanggang sa muli po, goodbye po!
You